Well, welcome to another one of my videos. Here you find me in Delft on a very, very special day. Where is Delft? Delft is just to the side of Den Haag, or The Hague, and it is a very important place for the Dutch. This is the place William of Orange spent most of his time, and this is the place William of Orange was assassinated. There's a beautiful, beautiful tomb here in Delft celebrating or remembering William of Orange, effectively the founder of the Netherlands, the founder of the great Dutch people. The Dutch were under the spell or the tyranny of the Spaniards before they became an independent nation. Flanders and Holland all sort of merging to become the Netherlands. But you'll probably notice it's a little bit busy today. And it's busy because, well, they celebrate William of Orange, but they celebrate mostly their Orange family. So what tends to happen? People will wear orange. They might be wearing an orange hat. They might be wearing orange t-shirts. See the orange? And it's a big family day out. And this happens all over the Netherlands. It's a day off. People generally aren't working unless, of course, they want to be selling things. So note, the bike shops are closed. The nail salons are open because probably not staffed by Dutch people. Food places are obviously open because people are going to get hungry. But the chiropractor does look closed. Opportunity to get some vinyl, opportunity to get a copyright strike. But the plan is just to show you a little bit of insight into Dutch culture and a day out in Delft. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got my little microphone on and I'm hoping that is actually working today which means we're not going to get a big load of wind, but we might get a bit of copyright strikes as we hear some live music. But given that it's live music, we might be okay. But I always want to pan around. This is one of the many canals in Delft. All the bikes are lined up. Have a look over here. People enjoying themselves. This is Dutch life and the perfect weather for it. King's Day always happens at the end of April. And depending on when it falls, normally if it's a Sunday, it moves to the Saturday. No, if it's a Monday, it moves to the Sunday, or something along those lines. There's a way of them doing it. They move these holidays around. But the Dutch, this is their biggest day. This is like their July 4th. This is effectively their kind of Independence Day in a way. And it's a way for the Dutch to be nationalistic, be patriotic, feel at pride. We've got to avoid being run over here. Feel at pride with one another. And start seeing that it gets a little bit noisy. And this will be the same across the Netherlands. The Hague, Amsterdam, it will be just as noisy as this. Obviously, I'm not going to be the only tourist here. There's going to be a lot of tourists in Delft. But there will also be predominantly a lot of Dutch. The Dutch, this is a time for families to come out. This is a time for friends to get together. This is a time just to have a good time. Everyone's sitting here down by the river. There's a live band up here we're going to see how busy it gets. There's little bands on every single corner. See if it can track. There we go, we're back. Sometimes this camera loses me. It tracks my face, but it sometimes loses me. But over here, let's go check it out. The problem with being in the Netherlands, everyone's so tall. So trying to get the camera up high is at least a couple of inches taller than myself. See, the Dutch are tall. No, it turns around. As you can see, it is a busy place. People everywhere, people selling drinks. You could get yourself drinks from the side here. Maybe one of these. Can I try one?
Yes.
What are they?
They're orange bitter, yes you can.
Orange, is it alcoholic?
Yes. We
Fantastic.
also have one without, but you have to cheers with me though.
Okay, I can cheers with you.
So you can.
Can I get you on
You
camera
want
here?
one as well? We have alcohol and no alcohol. Wat is het? Oranje bitter.
You're not gonna.
I will take
Oh,
this
you're gonna
one.
go for the non-alcoholic one.
Well, we don't have any alcohol anymore.
You took the last one.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cheers.
no, we cheers because it's King's Day. We cheers to our king.
Cheers to your king.
Yes.
Is he a good man?
Yes. So we say op de koning, hoezee, hoezee, hoezee.
Okay.
Are you joining?
Yeah, up to going.
Op de koning,
Hoezee,
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 hoezee.
Mm.
Yeah, enjoy King's Day. Have a nice
That's
day.
very generous of you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
Bye bye. Well, that was nice. The thing about King's Day is people tend to get very, very drunk. If you find yourself in Amsterdam or The Hague or anywhere where there's mad Dutchmen, I know, as people get drunker and drunker, the urinals get more and more used. See, there's people using the urinals. Very important because otherwise people will be peeing into the canal. Crucial. So there's urinals everywhere. And to be honest, it might seem strange seeing all these men peeing up against the urinals, but it's a good thing because it basically means they're not, well, it means they're not peeing into the canal or peeing up against someone's beautiful front door. Speaking of front doors, actually, this beautiful little house here was William of Orange's doctor's house. Strange little house, but apparently that's where William of Orange's doctor lived. Wasn't good enough to save him from an assassination where the guy got shot. I think more than 2 or 3 times bullets went through him. Shot, killed, but that was his doctor's house. You'll see typical in Dutch culture on King's Day. You see how people are drinking on the boats, having a bit of a leisurely cruise on the boat. But I want to show you something that also is typical on King's Day. You get people selling things, not because they're destitute or anything. So you probably visit places around the world. Remember, you see my videos in Ukraine where the babushkas are selling things on the street, and you see migrants selling things on the street. Here is not the case. It's not. They're not doing it because they need money. What you'll find is a lot of this stuff will. Let me see if I can get. What you'll find is a lot of this stuff will be sold at a huge discount. So they might pennies, €1 maybe for something that's worth a lot more. So you can get some bargains, and it's generally done to encourage the children to learn about commerce. So you'll see a lot of kids selling all the commerce. Don't really want to be filming the kids, but you'll notice that kids are selling things, and that's to encourage them. The Dutch were the best traders in the world, and that's how they became such a powerful nation for a long period of time. The Dutch Stock Exchange was the place. It was the traders, the spice merchants, the Dutch, because they were sailors, they went out there. And now this tradition is about selling one's wares, so one's old clothes. You could buy tie, you could buy. I probably need something that's orange. I'm the only person that's walking around without orange. I could buy like an orange sunglasses if I wanted to. But you know, it's not compulsory you have to wear orange. There are people that don't wear orange. But here, let me just show you, give you an example. So it's like almost like a yard sale by the canal. And these, if you were to come here on a normal day, these stalls wouldn't be here. And the reason they're here today is because they don't need a permit. So people for the first time, and only one time in a year, they can rock up and they can sell anything they want. So sometimes you'll see some quite remarkable things, especially if you think about it, if someone's passed away recently and the family want to get rid of it, get rid of something. Some old books, chessboards. Hello. This street is crowded. We're gonna just have a look around. We're head to have a look at these, what's on offer. And the rule is, once everything's sold, then they can go have a good time. So a little bit crowded though, as you see. Want some old shoes? You can get some shoes. Might be the kind of. And it is strange because you wouldn't normally see this. You would see this maybe. You definitely wouldn't see this in the Netherlands, but only on today the people come out, they sell things on the side of the street, they sell jewelry. Some people do it to profit, most people do it because it's an education for the kids. The kids are basically learning what commerce is, and they give them a few cents, a couple of dollars. It's all about the process of understanding commerce. Let's see if we can find something we want. Get some religious memorabilia here. Some interesting things. I think once we get past this bit, we're going to head to a bit of the noisy area where the party stuff is, I'd say. Okay. So that seems to be the main street where a lot of people have rocked up to sell their wares, to sell things, to teach the kids about commerce. And like I say, if you're buying something there, there's still more over here actually. It will cost you about €1 per item, probably, and they do it just for the sake of kids understanding the commerce. Also, another thing that's quite popular here is kids that sometimes can't play music will have a sign saying, I can't play music, so give me money so I can take music lessons. That's actually a very common sight on King's Day. But it is a sight that, that girl can actually play music, so she doesn't need money for music lessons, but maybe she will get better. Is the cheese shop open? No, so the famous Delft cheese shop is not open, but the cafes are open. And look, some more things down here I want to show you. But you can see how just busy it is. This is one of the beautiful churches. This is the same. This is the church Vernon, who did Girl with a Pearl Earring. He's buried inside there. Beautiful, beautiful church. I'll post a picture of that one. Look, this little girl's doing pancakes. There we go. Very entrepreneurial. It's almost like a sort of when you have kids or anything, you go to their local school and you see them selling their cakes, see them selling things like that. This is kind of what it's about here. You see the kids up here, playing the music and everything like that. It's a way of, he's raised a lot of money. So, but we're going to get copyright strikers. And then look, there's kids everywhere. See, right next to the church, beautiful church. It's all selling their little useful things. Can't see any orange though, because if they have orange, I might buy something, so I can at least fit in with all of the orange on display. And look down here. And you can see it goes on and on. And this is another area. This goes on. But we're going to go down here, I think. Get coffee for €1. You got the Dutch over here. See? Hi. Do you speak English? Yeah. Is it okay to record you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
What does this represent for you? What does this mean, like King's Day to a Dutchman? I know this is your stall, or?
Well, it's our store. It's our store.
Okay, you're not going to take all the credit.
No, definitely not. Only a small part of it is my clothing. What does it represent? It's just a nice day out. It's fun being out. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
To be honest, I'm not
but
sure.
are you raising money for charity or just for beer?
No, it's not to raise money. We're selling everything for $1. It's
Yeah.
just for fun.
It's just for fun.
It's just for fun to have interactions with people and sell stuff.
Sell
Make
stuff.
people happy with clothes.
Because
also
normally you
deals.
can't do this, can you? You need a permit normally to do this. So it's just one day a year that you would sell stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it's a tradition that came into effect in the 1970s, and now it's just like a permanent thing on King's Day.
Ever since I've been born.
Ever since you've been around, it's been
This
around.
is my, yeah.
That's cool. And are you guys all students, or are you just locals? Or?
Yeah, students just graduated. Just
Congrats.
graduated.
Congratulations.
Yeah, around that time for most of us.
And what is a typical day on King's Day in Delft for you?
It's basically this. We've done this for a couple of years.
So you're gonna be here all day selling your shirts down here.
Well, once it peters out, we're gonna go to the fair or to the bar around the corner.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens. But mostly we try to sell clothes just to have fun interactions with people.
That's awesome.
And yeah, that's mostly it. We're not doing it for the money. It's just $1. I mean, we're not gonna get any money from this.
No, it's just a kind of an awesome way to sort of say hello to everyone. What's your name? Yeah.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah.
As in the.
Yeah, Wolf. But.
Wow, that's a cool name. That's cool.
Thanks.
Thank you, Wolf. I appreciate it. Alex.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm wondering Englishman. I
Do
appreciate.
you want some clothes? $1?
I know it's good value, but it's a hot day. I don't need I don't need any more clothes today.
It's not for today.
Thank you very much, though.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Have a nice day.
You take care of yourself. Cheers. So as you see, Wolf is just simply there because he's just graduated as a student. He wants to sell something simply because it's a tradition, not for the money, but just because it's a great way of interacting with people. And as you see here, everyone's queuing up for the ice creams. Very popular. It's hot. Thank God it's a nice day because the last few days in the Netherlands, it's been raining. Yesterday, the sun came out and everyone was very hopeful it was going to be nice for King's Day. And lo and behold, King's Day is very, very beautiful today. So we're going to head back down the canal. There's always canals next to us. The reason we have so many canals, in the Netherlands is the reclamation of the land. Something like 7% of the Netherlands has been reclaimed. 17% of the Netherlands has been reclaimed through doing canal. Because the water table is very high, but the way you can lower it is you build these canals and it lowers the water level. So you can suddenly, it dries out the higher land and you have the water flowing through here, flowing to the rivers, flowing out to sea. The Dutch are some of the best engineers you'll ever witness in all of the world. Amazing, amazing engineering when it comes to the Dutch. The roads work, the bridges work, the canals work. And because of that, their country keeps growing in terms of landmass. Not many countries can actually state their country is growing because of landmass, unless, of course, they have volcanoes. The Dutch, clever, they keep reclaiming the sea. Their country keeps growing in size. And for that, they become more prosperous because of it, which is envious in my mind because you don't see that level of ingenuity when it comes to engineers in the UK or anything. And I hate to say the rest of the world. Maybe, you know what we're going to do? We're going to head this way. See if we can have any more encounters, meet some more Dutch. So as you see, there's people selling things. Everyone's in their orange wares. It's a real family day. Kids are out, people are out. The Rotary Club, I presume, maybe. Rotary International. It was an opportunity to get some old books. Get some waffles. These are the traditional Dutch waffles here. Very famous Dutch football player there. And this being obviously the Netherlands, there are coffee shops and things scattered around the Netherlands. I don't know if I'm going to see one at this very moment, but I know I'm not an expert on coffee shops. Went to an amazing one actually last night. The edibles in the coffee shops are quite exceptional. I wouldn't waste your time in the coffee shop places if you're buying that sort of material or substance. Obviously, it's known for its marijuana, its hash, its Moroccan hash, Dutch cannabis. Also, because California has legalized cannabis, there's a lot of importation when it comes to cannabis imports from the California. But my advice is stay away from that stuff because the Californians actually tend to send the defunct stuff here. The stuff that can't make the grade in California gets sent over here because there isn't sort of any regulation when it comes to it. So if you do smoke weed here, don't waste your time with the California weed. Strangely, it's the most expensive and it tends to be the most tainted. And I've heard this from various experts that know this stuff better than I do. But look, it's getting crowded again. Turn it around. Biggest problem I have is copyright claim. I have to talk over when there's commercial music going on. But you'll find this every street, just chock-a-block. People queuing up for hot dogs, people queuing up for beers, people selling their books, people hanging out of bridges. You see, look, all the way down there. You might want to buy some sandwiches. Looks pretty good. But look at this. You've got the emergency services here, just in case anyone falls in. The whole canal is busy. And this is every single canal in Delft. The canals go on that way, they go on this way. Obviously, the later it gets, the more crazy it gets. This is the middle of the day right now, about 1 o'clock. So it is fairly relaxed. As people start consuming more and more alcohol, it will get more and more crazy. It is very much a family day. It's nice to see that there's families out, parents out with their kids, grandparents with their grandchildren. It's not just unruly men drinking. It's something for everything. It is, yeah.
Which channel?
What's your name? You Dutch?
Kanaal.
Your name is
What's
Canal.
your name? Nee, mijn naam is
I'm Alex. I'm on the Wandering Englishman.
Oh my god, we komen op YouTube. Holy shit, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, now you're on it.
Do you want to know a Dutch word?
Go on, you tell me a Dutch word.
Nee, it's
got
blender.
Manna. Is it? Thank you.
Blender. Nee,
Oh.
blender. Dan kan je eten maken. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Kids, eh? What I will do is I'm gonna walk us to the main square, and you'll get a real feel for like all the people coming together in the main area, and it's quite exceptional actually. But as you'll see, a little bit busy. The smell of hot dogs, the smell of burgers, the smell of frites. The Dutch like frites with mayonnaise, or paillettes. I think it's paillet with mayonnaise. I think that's how you say it. Basically, mayonnaise in the Netherlands will change your mind about mayonnaise. If you think you don't like mayonnaise, I say think again when you come to the Netherlands and try the mayonnaise here. Look at this, look at this. Just people everywhere, you see. I think, you know what? I don't even want to go that. I don't even want to go that busy crowd. I want to get to the back of the church here and bring me onto this main square. It might be a less congested way, but you can see, look how beautiful this is. Delft is one of the, got a fly in my nose. Delft is one of the more beautiful towns in all of the Netherlands. Thankfully, it wasn't completely destroyed by the Germans. Look at this gentleman with his orange outfit. A guy with DJ decks here, but got a live band in front of us. Look at this. Here we go. We're going to enter this main square. So this church that we're walking along beside, thank God there's a little bit less of a crowd here. Strangely, and there's a pub that's not quite open actually. Very quiet. This is where I might be if there was, after I finished filming. A little bit, a micro theatre. Check out this, micro theatre. Over here, this church is where William of Orange is actually buried. There's a beautiful tomb. 4 obelisks. I'm sure there was an association with Freemasonry, but it also shows justice and all the positive things about what William of Orange did to create the nation that is the Netherlands. The people in the Netherlands are very proud of their history, as they should be. Every country should be proud of their history, for the blood that was spilt, for the sweat that was wiped from one's brow, to the tears that were shed. Because to get to where we are now, it took all of that. It was never going to be clean. It was always going to be controversial. But through that hard work and effort, we got to the level of civilization that Europe is something that other places in the world would like to emulate. And the Europeans, in my mind, have the best civilization in the world. This is the main church. If you want to visit it, it's phenomenal, very beautiful. But this is the main square here, so we're going to pop in here. Check out the main square. I can smell fish and chips, the smell of beer, as everyone's. And then look here. This is the main central square of Delft with the beautiful Delft. Is it cathedral? I believe it might be. Where William of Orange's tomb lays in rest. Amazing organ in that place. But look at this as we. Now I can smell sausages again. More smell of pancakes. I can smell a bit of marijuana. A little bit, not much. Can't really smell anyone smoking. Pizza. There's a festival going on over here. And as we get to the main square, this will be my opportunity to go have a beer, because I think we're going to call an end of this video. Oh, pardon, sorry. End of this video. Have a beer here. We can choose our beer. Probably going to be Heineken or more Heineken, but maybe they've got something that's a bit more interesting. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Until next time, keep progressing and happy King's Day.